Well, okay. Hello, everybody, for the Performance Racing League Tier 1 Italian Grand Prix. So this is a very special track. It's called the Speed Temple because it's the, well, you get the highest speed here. You have the fastest pace around the whole lap. So it's a very special and fun track. It really is. It has been one of my favorites, at least before they made the changes in the game. Yeah, Leon, let's go. Of course, we're going ahead. Just waiting here for the quality to begin. So, and there we have it. It looks like a very dry Monza, at least here in the beginning with the quality. We're never sure for the race. It's of course a very low downforce track, seeing as you want the as much top speed as you can possibly get to be able to overtake here. So we'll see. It'll be fun. I'm just trying to get up a sense of what the weather is going to be. Okay, and Grumpy has just been notified us. It's going to be an all-dry session. All dry. So, this is going to be a very sunny race. And here then we have currently Suzuki, which is furthest up on the track. Picking the mediums. That's bold. Sorry, I'm gonna have to lower down my volume. That's hard in my ears. Then that's way better. So we have Monkey Pill, then also going out. He's in first, they say, but I'm not sure about that. So 5 people currently on the mediums is going to be very special. But see, to set the benchmark here, I'm thinking of Suzuki to put a bit of a hot lap to show everybody the corner names. So we'll start here. So this then, of course, is the last turn. But then as we're heading here, you want to get such good exit as possible heading into here. Now this is the, well, the main straight is called a Redfield Tribune. And then we come into turn 1, which is a chicane called Variante Rectifield, very hard, especially right here on the 21. And then we come into one of the longest turns in the game, or if not the longest turn, Curva Grande, which is it's Italian for big curve. So it's a very good name, I'd say. And then we come into the second chicane, Variante della Raggia, which is also extremely hard now here in this game. I see Suzuki taking care of it. And then we have Lesmo 1. And after Lesmo 1, we have Lesmo 2, which is coming up right here. Those 2 corners may seem easy. Very, very hard, to be honest. A lot of crashes can happen there if you're not too careful. Then this actual straight car, Seraglio. And then we come into Ascari. Of course, named after the Formula 1 racer, Ascari. Then we come here onto the back straight of here. There's no DRS here. And then we come into Curva Albareto, which is what it's renamed for, but it was before called Parabolica. So we'll, for the sake of it, we'll call it Parabolica. And that's a lap with Suzuki, a 121.7 lap. Thank you. And then Jesper comes right behind, setting a 115 on the soft, and then Shadow Shaft doing the first on the 21, so that's a 120.9. Setting good benchmark time there, I believe, on those softs. Meanwhile, Jesper is currently leading the medium racers, if we can call them that. Here, Monkey Pill. Oh, sorry, he's not a race. What? Okay, let's see here. What can Monkey Pill do? Into Parabolica. I think that's a good exit there. But I'm not sure that you want the exit. You probably want the entry, but either way, you get him into third. Good lap. We'll probably see these guys going down further we go into the session. Ankbank, what can he do? Keeps it very tight on the inside and puts in a 125. Sorry, a 120.5. That's a good time. After now see a lot of yellow flags into here. Yeah, so that's currently our leading time. And I think it's a good benchmark now, really. Then we have Plebmaster going into the first Lesmo. It looks like he's going to have some traffic here. Will that stop him? And the Ferrari on home turf. No, he'll let's by. Let's see then. Yeah, because the AlphaTauris and Ferrari's home tracks, they will want to show their skills here. Oh, and he messes up Ascari a bit. It's a hard corner, definitely. But he should not take it like that. Oh, try to get the extra slipstream from spooling though. Weaves around the track and it looks like his rear almost stepped out as he's what time is put in. It's a 122.6, which will put him in 11th place currently. That was on the mediums though, so it wasn't too shabby. We have Hewlett here, who's now going to start his lap. As well as these guys. Oscar actually raced in Premier. It didn't look too bad there for him, so he'll probably he's probably seeking to have a good race here. He'll then ink out the Grande and the Alpine. He's on the softs, so he's of course on fastest compound as Vihu. In fact, Vihu also raced in Premier, and he's currently in third. So he had a good run. Well, he has a good run currently. Then that's a good take on Ascari. Very solid. Didn't look like he put his car on the limits, but that's probably not what to do for your first lap anyway. Oh, gets on the grass a bit with his inside tire. Oh, so close to get invalidated in the final turn. He gets a 10th place with a 121.7 provisional. I think he'll take that now for the start. We'll miss it, but Oscar has been a 121.9. He got into 12th position. Spin and Win has retired. And we have Tambar, who is, except for Jarluda, who just put in a place of a 121.6, which put in 9th. Tambar is currently the only one who has a car that's not put in a lap yet. He's still in the pit. I wonder if he has a quali ban. We'll see about that. More power in the Lesmos. It's good corners on this track. You really want to focus on the exits though, seeing as there's a very long straight. Of course, this is a DRS. He's not using it. That seems very odd. I'm not sure if he's in for a hot lap. If that's the case, he probably missed 1 or 2, perhaps even 3/10 there. Let's see, and I'm betting he'll go in. Yes, sorry, yeah, he will go into the pits. I've completely wasted a couple minutes. The share shaft. What will he do there? I'm not sure. Frosty here. Let's see, is he going to improve on this? Okay, he's slightly up on his time by half a tenth. So see, oh, sketchy Ascari. He took that very shaky. Let's see if it still is an improvement from his earlier run. Of course, I'm not one to not to judge these guys. But let's see here. It's a 1:21.6, and it's down on his time by half a tenth. So not an improvement. He'll seek to justify that on his last chance. Now then, it looks like Sambar is actually going out. Let's see then. And with sector 2 is it's a 53-second mark. And it's a purple. I was gonna say that I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it's purple, so it's looking good for Tambar here. The Norwegian Dragon Alpha into Parabolica / Curva Alvarado. We're not having that discussion currently. And what place does he get? He gets provisional pole with a 120.2. That beats Ankbank by 2.5 tenths about that, so it's a very good benchmark currently for the tier 1 guys. Ankbank is currently on another hot lap, slightly up on his earlier time. So we see then, can this last sector be an improvement? Takes a very good Ascari. Let's see then. Oh, and it goes into the pits. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, so Tambar currently in provisional pole. Let's see who will try to fight against it. We have 5.5 minutes left, so these guys will definitely go on another lap. Only question is when. Currently though, 2 yellow sectors, 1 in Ascari and 1 on the home straight. A lot of guys going into the pit boxes currently. Same with Spooling Dub being 7 tenths up on his old time. Yeah, he's going in. And that's the same. Well, someone who's not doing that, that's Oscar. His time before a 120, which is a 122, did not look too good, I think, in his own eyes. He's famous for being a good qualifier there. He shows it. A purple middle sector, so a purple sector 2. Let's see then. What can he do? Brakes just at the DRS mark. Keeps it tight. I think that's the strategy to go, to extract all the time. And yeah, he puts it in pole. A 119.9. So it's called a 1-2 for AlphaTauri provisional, of course, but that's looking very good for the 2 AlphaTauri drivers, especially Oscar, beating the whole grid by more than 2 tenths. Not too shabby. That's more than a fourth of a second. Someone though who is probably not as happy currently, that is probably disgruntled Muppet, who is 4 tenths up on the Ferrari in 18th place. So he's gonna have to rectify himself here on these in these last minute of racing. And behind him is not disgruntled Muppet, but the other Ferrari of Grumpy. So it's going to be interesting here to see what will happen. Grumpy being very close. Well, looks like he's now backing off, I'd say. Then there we go. Let's see then. He needs to improve here, disgruntled, to prove to the Mercedes guys what it's made of, and that is a 1/10 down, so it's a good first sector, I'd say, for him. Now he only needs to improve more on sector 2 and 3. Into Lasma 2, stable exit, good, and onto the DRS very quickly. Then how will he do Ascari? Of course, a very technical complex corners. He takes timidly but good. Keeps good all around pace. Not pushing any boundaries, but it works. Then in Parabolica, what's the time? And Disgruntled Muppet gets a 122.2. It's still in 19th place, but it's way closer to Plugmaster than before. I think he'll be still happy with it. Then Grumpy, what will he do here? Oh, it looks like he's way up on his time. Yes, 23 seconds. That's perhaps not something to call home and tell about, but it looks like he was preparing for another hot lap. So no worries, I believe, for the Ferrari garage. As Plebmaster, his team is left by. As now a lot of Monkey Pill and Darludo and Spooling that retires wanted to spectate the action from the big screen. Then, and it gets perhaps a bit too hot into the corner. But the car does not jump up from those very hard curves. And there, he understands on left Matuna loses his wing in the gravel. Oh, that's so sad for the Ferrari driver. But now though, he has to let by the other guys. So that's the Aston Martin of Jesper. Now he also wants to lead by Plummaster, who's on the out lap, of course, for another run. Plummaster has no time, but who does? Jesper is currently on an improvement of half second as Suzuki gets disqualified from the section. What happened there? I have no clue. Let's see, Jesper gets in an 8th with a 120.9. Suzuki getting disqualified. That will put the Red Bull garage in absolute shambles. I want to get an insight on what happened. Oh well then, Oscar. Not going to improve. Is anyone else going to improve? Grumpy? No. And that, my folks, is quality done. Or is it? Yes, it probably is. We only have Playmaster currently running. And I'm not sure if the game is bugging out. But he's currently in a 2-second disadvantage. And there car jumps up and... Okay, well, quality may not be over. But it certainly is over for the timing sheets. Nothing will be improved here. I think Plymouth is currently holding up everybody. So we'll happily see him enter his garage as soon as possible. And there the Ferrari finishes and quality is over. And that's the time. Oh, and now we have some information on Suzuki. He said that he spun around at Escari, and then the game just disqualified him. Very unfortunate. We're just going to check the race director here for possible incidents. So yes, a very good quality, especially then for the two AlphaTauri drivers, making, I believe, their first 1-2. So these two guys will have their grid row locked. Very good day for the AlphaTauri drivers, especially for Oscar, beating the other guys by more than 2/10. And then, as said, it's a very sunny and enjoyable and pleasantly Monza that we're greeted to here. Let's see then what it can bring on. Of course, it's a 2-minute break as always. Or at least we'll hope it is. You never know what if somebody is very trigger happy. Okay, now we have a 20-second countdown timer. This is going to be exciting. And there the timer runs out and the drivers now have 0 time for any toilet breaks or strategy calls. And here we have the strategy provided to us by Amazon Web Services. And by informing you of reconfirm, I do not have time to read it, unfortunately. That's why we have YouTube playback, as we are now following Oscar leading the formation of the grid. Okay, so they are promoting a one-stopper for their two strategies. It's either a soft to medium or a soft to hard. So they're not promoting any medium runners, even though 1, 2, 3, and 4 drivers are currently on the mediums. But Spin and Win has been disqualified already. Not sure about that. Oh. And as Rusty just has pointed out, I'm an idiot who has added this as a tier 2 race. Very sorry about that, Rusty. I'll edit that at the end. But so we currently then have the grid forming up. I'll see if I even can do it currently. No. And what happened now? Okay. We're now on the back straight. Oscar then weaving. Trying to get those tires warmed up as good as they can. Unlike real Formula 1 though here, in Tier 1, the grid is pretty respectful, given it packed up. It looks like this is going to take no more than 20 seconds to get formed up. Yeah, thanks, Rusty. Then, in 5 meters, Oscar's car is ready, which it is there, all set. Say with Tabar, Vion, Ankbank, Ficudarian, Albata, Sharashaft, Jesper, Monkey, Frosty, Grumpy, Mopower, Hewlett, Darla. Oh no, okay, we're already starting. Okay, well. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix here. The two Alphas going side by side, giving the McLaren no space. That's Tambar in the lead, then Oscar and Ankbank. Will Oscar try anything here? No. Steady on behind. Doesn't seem like too much chaos further down. That's to say that it looks like Mo Power now has spun at least last couple of places because he's now dead last. But Oscar pushing Tambar to the limits as his Honda engine screams out in 7th gear. Then here then on the back straight, not using any overtake though. That goes for everybody in the top 5 except Victor Darian. And now Spooling Dub is also spun. Really tight top 3 here. Really tight. What will happen? Yes, as Rusty points out, very clean. As Oscar pits. Oscar is going into the pits. Was that damage? Yes, the guys are looking there with another wing. Not sure what happened. We must have missed it, unfortunately. Very sorry for that. As you see here though, the grid has already split up very good. But Spin and Win just overtook Hewlett. So see what happened there. And now we can all see then that Oscar has just exited out of the pit with a brand new wing and a set of hards. So I'll take it that he'll try to hold those for the entire race, as now Mo Power has spun in between lap 1 and 2. Very unfortunate for him. Not a good day currently for the Red Bull drivers. So yeah, that wing is going to need some repairing by the crew, or just a totally different one, I expect. Then here, Hiolet overtakes. It will be a double overtake. No. Clubmaster is going to hold position, at least for now, as Vion is setting fastest lap. This is so close here, top 3. Ankerbank and Sambar. Ankerbank just has overtaken for the lead, but Sambar is pushing. Battle of the Scandinavians, but what will Vion do then? He's currently just looking in front, not really speculating. But still keeping it close. A slight lockup, that's no worries. Then into a very tricky light mode, especially if you have low downforce being behind someone. Sam goes here. Gonna lose a bit of time. It's still in the half-second gap, and now, of course, this are no lap, so DRS not know what. So that was bad internet connection. Yeah, Vion is not looking too good here in the dirty air. Although Angbank is looking like Tamar is using the 2022 regulations. Angbank is able to stick it right behind Tamar like basic low. Then here, will it happen? Will the overtake happen? Tamar has no DRS on these long straights. Angbank is looking for it down the inside. And he does the move. The McLaren is currently in the lead, but what happens here? They're side by side, 2 abreast. But Angbank figures it out, using some overtake. Skillfully done. Very clean racing yet. And oh, and that's Darren, who has gone wide in lap 1. Very unfortunate for him. Suzuki then overtaking Alabama there. Oh, and into Ascari. The 2 cars go. Plebmaster and JH. Plebmaster works it out. And now here. The wide in Parabolica. JH and spin and win. JH is going to take the long way around, but it's not work it out. Hewlett, though, he gets a good exit. And will cash grab on that racing between Spin and Win and Hewlett and JH. Spin and Win and Playmaster. Spin and Win has the inside and does that defensive move splendid. Although to not miss out on the racing in the lead, Angbank, he's in the lead, but has not flown off yet. Tambar is still in the 1 second gap, waiting for the DRS. Oh no! Oh well, my internet is having a mare right now. Beyond with DRS. As Mo Power Cowboy now sets the fastest lap of the race, a 122.7, being in the back with some new tires. Yeah, it's currently a whole train of cars here in the Escarri complex, all waiting for the home straight and its DRS. Angbang and Tambar is currently in a 3/10 gap. On a track like this, is not going to be overtake at that kind of pace. Oh, at least I'd bet he'll let car there jumps. Looks like JH gets a good entry, but misses some in the exit, so Hewlett is able to get by. Frost's car there, eager on the accelerator, so his rear steps out of it. That should be no trouble here on the hunt of the green monkey pill. Sambal looked good there in the 3/10 region, but there he lost it out in the exit of Ascari. So he will now be behind the 1 second gap and will have no DRS for this part of the track. Looked like the Squirrel Muppet had a moment there. Is his wing okay? Going to check that. No. Well, in fact, he has no wing, unfortunately. At least not in the front. Let's see the shower shafts. No. Monkey Pill looking it up. Doesn't quite do it though. He gets very close to the VO. How pronounce that? All these guys currently in the braking section. Suzuki on heel right here. You will use overtake. Both of them are. Suzuki thinks twice of it. Although peaks to the outside with no overtake. Just trying to scare Hewlett a bit, I guess. Well, I think it's very clear though. There are 3 segments of races. We have Angbang and Tambar in P1 and 2 respectively, leading by 5 seconds. Then we have a very large train. It's actually in 3 sections, but we had 3 large trains, and then we have some cars behind who has had some moments during the race, unfortunately. These trains behind, they're very interesting to watch. Then here we go, shower shaft. We'll get a DRS. No, he won't. That opens up via, but he will not be quite close enough. Neither will Monkey Pill. Although Grumpy here on on Playmaster on Grumpy. That's an overtake. Oh my god, I missed it so much. Tambar has now overtaken Angbang for the lead. Not sure where it quite happened. So he's now in the lead with a 1.9, so with a 1 second gap. He will try to keep that to not let Angbang do the same to him on lap 9. These guys keeping close. As Alvarez now has a 5 second penalty. I'd take it that is for a pit stop infringement. That being, of course, speeding in the pit lane. Not sure. Here though, the cars are very tired. We'll follow Hewlett here. Oh, Suzuki gets out of the racing track and sorry, Mo Power here. What happened here? Him and Figgy there to have had moments. I'd say they're probably connect in the last 1, but what happens here? Hewlett does not get the move on. Frosty. Oh, this could get tasty. Frosty. Oh, he blocks, spooling up, and that's the move done there. Yeah. Pigidarian is not having his the time of his life currently. That's his second spin and says spin and win has now gained his a 3-second penalty. And now Mo Power, who is once again with no wing, is led by Figdarian. I'm not sure why. And now they're both probably going to pit. Yes, they are. Then we've seen Tambar, who's currently within a 6/10 gap. He'll probably want to make the move work here. No, both of these guys have no ERS currently. There's no use of even using it. Can't get beside each other, and that's a no move done. And there we have VR and Monkey Pill doing the first regular stops, I'd say, for this race. Figueroa and Mo Power, although those two pit stops probably is for other reasons. That Monkey Pill and VR is both going out on the mediums, probably hoping for those to stretch out for the entire race. Then here we have a takes the battle for 9th position between these three guys. Oh, Jesper thinks better of it, not what's getting into that fight. Sorry, we'll have to move into here. 2 abreast in Parabolica. That's impressive. Who will have the DRS? As Ankbank, of course, in Formula 1 traditional style, pits when the racing gets spicy. Of course, as always. But same does Sherry Shaft. Having a good race so far. Now then, Hewlett on JH. DRS open. No overtake use Jed. He'll probably hope to be able to make this move work without it. No, should probably have used some. JH not want to get to let Hewlett by, of course, using off all track, and that's almost blocking, I'd say, by JH. Not very clean. That will not make Hewlett more happy, as Fidara now has retired that in the pit box, and there Hewlett gets by a sinking JH, and as Jesper also takes the votes and says thank you for that decision. Now that will JH be able to make up the ground that he just lost? Yates there cuts a bit as he points out to who I take is the Ankbank. Those two, it looks like those two had contact. Well, we hope that Ankbank has not gotten wing damage in these in these traffic JH pits. Same with Tambar and Spin and Win. The Ankbank here. Oh, this is a Verstappen Mercedes moment. Tambar. Oh! Who's going to lead? Is it Tambar? Is it Ankbank? It's Ankbank. The undercut has worked. Marginally, but it has worked. This is very close racing here, both from Huel and Jesper and Tambar Ankbank. Oh, it's Hewlett. Oh no! It has gone all wrong for Ankbank and Hewlett, as Hewlett misses it in last mode 1 and takes Ankbank with him, it looks like. Yes, but Ankbank is still on track, as Hewlett has now had a severe collision with Oscar. Does Oscar have any wing damage? Doesn't look like it. Overtakes VR. No, Oscar has well, he does not have a left end plate. That's very close to racing in the Ascari, and Via touches the left barrier there. He, though, has 0 wing damage from the looks of it. As in, right now, Plebmaster is leading the race with 12 lap old mediums having not pitted. And close behind him we have Suzuki. So Tambar here, very lucky with what happened to Ankbank, I'd say. Of course, shame for that battle, which was looking super promising. As Hewlett there retires into the box. And oh, and YH. That battle which got too heated between, I think it was Jesper and JH. So Jesper has to cut the corner, though does not have a penalty yet. Oh, and here, what's happened to Monkey Pill? He's stuck. The Aston Martin driver is stuck, and then we have actually put an agreement on that. If you're stuck on track, on the barriers, you are able to reset the track. Only then, of course. So of course, that's super lucky for Monkey Pill. That he's able to reset the track, but of course detrimental to his race, being stuck there for quite a while, it looked like. So these guys are all probably looking for the same thing, that being a safety car. Then here, yeah, he's going to overtake Monkey Peel, who has no wing. No front wing. Yeah, you're not going to be able to exit a Scary faster than Tractor with no front wing on an Formula 1 car. This one Muppet also overtakes then. And now Suzuki has actually overtaken for the lead from Plebmaster, although Tamar is closing that gap lap by lap, second by second. Now the closest thing that we have to racing here is actually between Shadow Shaft and Frosty. 3/10 gap. Frosty directly open into Ascari, of course, not being able to overtake there. Well, he's probably looking to set up a good move on the home straight. Though does not get too good of an exit, still in the 1 second range. Although we have around 5% ERS, that's not going to work either. Or is it? Picking it up? No. Not close enough. Now here we have Monkey Pill and Mo Power, who has been lapped. So those two are now letting Suzuki and Plebmaster by, as well as Tambar. Yeah, yes. Oh well, Monkey Pill is Tambar's not really there yet. But he will now overtake Monkey Pill. So Monkey Pill has now been lapped by 3 drivers. Unfortunate for him, after that very rough incident with the barrier and bollards. As Tamar shows dominance by putting in a purple middle sector, so the fastest sector 2 of this race yet. Will he be looking to put in the fastest lap then? Probably. We'll see what he can do. Of course, go into Parabolica. Lost corner of the track, and then Plebmaster pits. Tambar, no, not fast lap. And Suzuki is now though in the lead with a 3.5 second gap, but he is going to need to pit soon enough. Plebmaster going onto the softs, of course. He'll be really fast now. These last laps coming. Him and Grumpy, where will they both finish out? No, that's not a battle though. Here, Biho, it does have a lot more pace, but it's not close enough. 5/10, and that would 5/10 more pace from Biho, and that would be a move, but it's not quite. As Oscar now then overtakes Disgruntled Muppet for 15th. And now then, Hewlett has left the session. Mopow and Monkey. Monkey Pill has some fresher tires, but it looks like Mopow got a very good exit out of that Ascari because he's looking pacier. Or is Monkey Pill just letting loose? Yes, it looks like it. Who will have the DRS? I bet it'll be Monkey Pill, and that if that's the case, he has done some very good strategic work here. Let's see. No, Mopower has it, and Monkey Pill. If what I think was his strategy have failed, then that's a very large mistake from him. Either way, Sambar is now in the lead, with Suzuki having just pitted for the softs. So then, where will he head out? Behind the Ferraris. Viejo has the same story again, although not as quiet as his Playmaster, as he almost spins it out there into Variante Rexfilio, aka turn 1. Then Suzuki, on those fresher tires, trying to get all the slipstream from the Grumpy, but we're now seeing all yellow flags as Oscar puts in the fastest lap of the race. Oh, that's a very good exit out of that section. In endless mode, gracefully done by Suzuki. Now then, who has anybody spun? But why is there a yellow flag? Not sure. It's not John Ludo gets a racing penalty. About half of the grid, I'd say. No, sorry, no. About a fourth of the grid currently has a penalty. That's quite good, actually, I'd say, for a track like this. But we've already gone 80 laps, so we're well past half of the race done. Here, we can actually have a look on the position changes of the race. So yeah, Tambar has gained, and so has Ankbank. A lot of these drivers in, well, everybody in the top 9 has actually gained places. Of course, though, the most impressive climber being Suzuki, who unfortunately got disqualified in qualifying, but has gained 12th place. That's a very good run yet, being in 18th. On the latter hand, of course, we have, unfortunately, Oscar, who's lost 13 places, seeing after that incident in lap 1. Very unfortunate for him. And also, as well, everybody has done a one-stopper, except for Monkey Pill and Mo Power, that being shown in their in interval times. And then we go back onto the tire showing. Yeah, what does this Grand Muppet do? Let's buy JH, it looks like. Yes, he lost his wing. Yes, but so has JH, I'd say. This Grand just gone too long on those tires. Yes, it's not a wing change for him. JH, though, it is a wing change. Here, for fourth, we have a battle of 3, that being Shower Shaft, Frosty, and Spin and Win. All of them being in the 1 second gap. It looks like Spin wins. Rear almost stepped out there quite some time. Then what will happen? Mopo, or sorry, no, he's on the latter lap, but nothing really quite yet. I think that the drivers are currently stirring up. Yes, a lot of these drivers having well under 50% of ERS. It's a hard track to actually save ERS, but you should do it always. Sambar though is almost one of the only drivers here who has actually more than 50%, I'd say, and he's in first position, so I'd say that it's a good showing of it. I'm actually surprised the Playmaster isn't in second place, seeing as he has more than 50. Joke aside, and now we have Mo Power and Suzuki. What's happened here? First Mo Power retired, and now Suzuki. That's the two Red Bulls. Have they had contact together? That'd be detrimental. And there, oh look out there, Oscar. A lot of drivers getting 5-second penalties. Oh. Will Albata be able to miss? Oh, Easy going to head straight on to the car. Oh, quick thinking. That's what I like to see. It looks like a lot of drivers got 5-second penalties. Yes, they did. That means that a lot of drivers are currently on the soft compound, having pitted for that. It'll be tough. Monkey Pill will not be able to get onto the lead lap. He'll actually be the only one not doing that, unfortunately for him. But we now have the leaders actually being behind the safety car. First safety car out of the race. And that is now in the latter part of the race, so this will hopefully be a spectacle to watch. Both Albat and Oscar being very cautious, was very good to see. Not really bolting it into the this train of cars, going at the pace of a touring car. Of course, all drivers currently is heating up the tires. Only one who is still on the mediums is Grumpy, and those are 8 laps old. That's really a tough bargain to actually not get overtaken around these last, I'd say 4 to perhaps even 5 laps of race, 43 laps. Ankbank though, he has brand new softs, and Pledmaster has 5 lap old softs. So both him and Grumpy, the 2 Ferraris, they did not pit. Technically the same with Albada and Dispel Muppet and JH, but their tires were already pretty young. So I'm not counting those 3 drivers into that equation. My broadcast, my rules. Anyway, so then, yes, the marshals, they all declared safety cars coming in this lap, and of course, by tradition, that means that Trambar is now slowing down the pack to let that slow red Mercedes AMG get in the box. Then Trambar here, what will he do? Where will he go? There he goes, and that's a speedy AlphaTauri bolting down the main straight. Playmaster, he gains, but not at the pace that he needs to. Have a chance of overtaking. Ankbank peeking up, peeking but no working. Let's see then. Oh, it's a battle here. Shaft gives absolutely no room for Frosty. Spinner win says thank you, I'll take that position, but no. Oh, it's so tight. Here it is for 6th. Oh, Shaft cares nothing about track rules here. Takes that position. Hard racing. Yes, also Ankbank has overtaken Playmaster for a second. Now then, trying to catch up to Tambar. Here, almost two abreast in the Scary. The Scroll Muppet will have the better track. Oh, it's absolute chaos into a Scary. 3 cars in the gravel. One of those being Albada and the McLaren having just gone out. Absolute chaos. In the last second corner, Tambar now putting in the fastest lap, a 1:21.4. Absolute chaos. The stewards will definitely look into that. Yeah, who can break the later that spin win? Overtakes Shower Shaft for the position and regaining 6th. Oh, that's Playmaster having gone in the gravel. So then his teammate Grumpy. Well, what will they do? Will they still just juggle for position, or will there be a switch? I doubt it will be. Albad and Jesper. Oh, Jesper has spun it. It looked promising for Jesper, but it's all gone worse. Now Ankbank is in the 1 second gap. This is what he needs. Is the DRS active? No DRS. That'll mean the same thing for these guys. Spin and win, overtakes Grumpy. And there's a train behind them. Also gets a 3-second time penalty. And now, almost everybody has a time penalty. Only 4 drivers not having, and that is Spooling Up, Albada, Tambar, and Ankbank. So, clean driving from these 4 guys yet. Although, now this lap 25, I think that the DRS will be on. So, let's see then if Ankbank can stick it around until... Albada overtakes Spooling Up into left mode 2. As we have Shower Shaft, who has spun around looking backwards between the 2 left modes. And they're letting by Jesper, as he has been disqualified. This game has seen a lot of disqualifications, unjust so. We saw them in Portimao, and now we see them here, both in qualifying for Suzuki. And now shower shafts between the last most. Very a shame for Cody's. Yes, as said, the DRS is active, spin win, tries to block. Plemaster takes the outside, then says, "Thank you, I don't need the inside." He has so much pace there that he just gets by. Yates and deformed Muppet. Yeah, this is a very long train here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 to 5 cars. As Oscar has now damaged some bollards. That'll probably be a $50,000 fine from the FIAs and stewards. Probably won't hurt his bank accounts. Now then, he's in the half-second range, Ankbank. If he wants to do the move, it will be on this lap. As now then, Tambor and Ankbank. 5 seconds gone from the rest. Heads into the penultimate lap of the Italian Grand Prix. DRS ring open. Tambor, they both have 0 ERS. What will they do? Can't pick a side. Tambor picks the middle, very smartly done, and Ankbank has no way to go. Just has to stick it behind. Ankbank, will he do anything here? 3/10. He's not being able to do anything here. Currently 7/10. Lost DRS. Race for these two. They both have almost no ERS. Into Ascari. Ankbank gets a good exit, but Tambor does so too. Ankbank, can he get besides in Parabolica? I doubt it. And Tambor, the Norwegian, has has he? Yes, he has won the Italian Grand Prix. Ankbank 3.5 tenths behind, and Ludo gets 3rd position, lost step at the podium, with Playmaster being right behind. Then you got Spin and Win, Frosty and Grumpy, Albada, and then Disgruntled Muppet and JH, then VR, and Jesper in 13th. Then behind him we have Oscar, and that is the grid said and done. What a race! What a race! What a finish with that safety car as Spin and Win gets the Driver of the Day award. That being for the most gained places. So yeah, congratulations to him, but congratulations to Tambor especially. The battle of the Norwegians held for almost the entirety of the race, and this Norwegian steps up to the final step of the podium. What a race! Yeah, heading into Imola, these two guys will battle it out definitely. You don't want to miss that for the next week. Of course, that's a new track on the game for previous games, so people's pace can be very different. We're not sure what will happen then. As you see here, 3 drivers took 4 different tires. That's Oscar, Monkey, and Darian incidents. I'm just going to scroll through these. And that's a lot of incidents in the steward's book. Yeah, what a race. I'm going to end the broadcasting here, but you will very soon have tier 2